everyone, and welcome to Meditation Mondays. I'm really glad that you're here. My name is Szetela, and I work at College of DuPage. I am one of the trainers there. I work in our adjunct faculty support office. And so I'm so pleased that you're here to meditate together. And the type of meditation that we practice in our group here at COD is a mindfulness-based meditation. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about what mindfulness means. And one of the teachers who says it very well is Jon Kabat-Zinn. And his definition is that mindfulness means paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. So that's actually what we're going to practice for this guided meditation, is paying attention in the present moment, which during these times, it can be challenging. Our minds are focused on all kinds of things, the news. We're just in a situation that we don't typically find ourselves, being at home more. So this is just a time for you to really just let go, get present, and just really connect within. So I'm happy to be your guide, and we're going to get started. We're going to sit for about just over 10 minutes or so. So you'll want to get started by sitting in a comfortable position. You can sit in a chair. You could sit on the floor. Often, as you would see someone who is a yoga practitioner, they often are like sitting cross-legged on the floor with a cushion underneath them. Or you could even lay down if that would be a comfortable pose for you to stay awake and also be relaxed. So I invite you to find a comfortable position, and then I'm going to ring a bell to indicate that we're starting the meditation, and then I'll also ring a bell to say when, just kind of let us know that it's over as well. So we'll begin. And I'm actually going to set a timer for myself, which I find useful to do. That way you don't find yourself wondering how much longer, and you just know that the timer will go off for you. So I'm going to do the same thing. So we'll begin by, first of all, just closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. I'm not going to be doing anything that you need to see right now, so you can close your eyes gently. And then if you choose to keep your eyes open as an option, you can just gaze down at the ground, maybe about 6 inches in front of you, and just softly let your gaze rest on the ground. And then next, what you can do is just begin to notice what's here right now. So we'll start by just noticing and observing our feet, if they're rested on the ground, or wherever we're making contact with the ground with our bodies, whether that's our feet or if you're laying down. Just really noticing the sensation of being held by the ground beneath you. So therefore, you can really just let go right now. There's nothing you need to be doing. There's not a lot of effort that's really required at all. So it's really just letting go and just kind of melting into the ground. You could think of it that way. And then next, what you can do is just notice your posture, especially if you're sitting. And it can be helpful to be sure that you're sitting upright and that your shoulders are over your hips. And this is just so that you can breathe comfortably. And then next, I'm going to bring our attention to different points in our body. Again, just to practice that mindfulness piece, which is just observing or paying attention in the present moment and without judgment. And often when we can bring this type of mindfulness to whatever we're paying attention to, it just allows us to have some freedom. And also, as I'm directing our attention to different points in our bodies, it can also help to release any tension there, or at least just to notice what's so. So I'm going to begin with just taking a moment to notice your feet once again. And then just bring your attention to your calves and to your thighs. And then bring your attention to your hips. And then next, your abdomen. Just noticing, especially our bellies. Sometimes we tend to hold our bellies tight. Just noticing if that's so, just seeing if you can just bring that attention there. And even bring your breath to it and just take maybe a deep inhale and then an exhale. And then next, bringing your attention to your chest. And then noticing the sensation in your shoulders, all the muscles in your shoulders. That's often a place that we hold tension as well. It's just seeing if you can relax your shoulders. And then noticing your arms. And again, if you're sitting, it can be helpful just to rest your palms on your lap. You can place your palms face down in your lap if you're looking to be more grounded, for a little more calmness. If this morning you're feeling like you can use some energy, you can place your palms face up. And then just bringing your attention back up to your neck. And then you're bringing your attention to your scalp and letting that relax. And next, your forehead. And then noticing those muscles behind your eyes that work really hard. So just bringing your attention there. Relaxing your cheeks. And then releasing your jaw. So the next place that we're going to bring our attention is to our breath. And our breath, again, is always in the present moment. Our breathing, our inhale and our exhale. So we're going to just practice paying attention to our breathing. not trying to change anything, but just observing. So just noticing your inhale from start to finish. The pause. And then your exhale from start all the way to finish. And then again, just kind of riding the wave, just paying attention to the inhale and to the exhale. And it can be helpful to try to feel that somewhere in your body. So you may notice, that rise and fall of your chest. On your inhale, you may feel the expansion of your rib cage. And then the contraction on your exhale. Or the rise and fall of your belly. So I'm going to stop talking for a couple minutes. And you can just continue to practice paying attention to your breath. And if it's helpful, you can introduce counting. Counting your breaths up to 10. And then starting over again. So what'll probably happen is you'll notice that your mind wanders as soon as I stop talking, which is completely normal. And all there is to do is just, when you do notice that, just gently bring your attention back to your breath. So I'm going to stop talking and I'll check in a couple minutes. So just taking a moment to notice where your attention is. If your mind has wandered into future, planning or thinking, or wandered into a story, or if you've just noticed an emotion really strongly or not, wherever your mind went, just gently bring it back to your breath, to the sensation of your breath, and just rest your attention there. Noticing your inhale and your exhale. In a moment, I'm going to ring the bell just to indicate that the meditation is over. But before I do that, just take a moment to notice what's here for you right now. And then also, just take a moment to bring to mind maybe 3 things that you're grateful for. Right now. So much gratitude for everyone who joined in this meditation session today, and of the community that has been created through this. And also great gratitude to the school, to College of DuPage, to our multimedia team, to our marketing group for making this available. And I just wanted to close today with a poem that someone sent to me that was originally published in 1869. So I'm just going to pull that up, and I thought it was a nice note for us to end on today. So this was written by Kathleen O'Mara, and it goes, and people stayed home and read books and listened, and they rested and did exercises and made art and played and learned new ways of being and stopped and listened more deeply. Someone meditated, someone prayed, someone met their shadow, and people began to think differently, and people healed. And in the absence of people who lived in ignorant ways, dangerous, meaningful, and heartless, the earth also began to heal. And when the danger ended and people found themselves, they grieved for the dead and made new choices and dreamed of new visions and created new ways of living and completely healed the earth just as they were healed. So on that note, I just wanted to thank you all for being here and hope that you found some peace and quiet, and look forward to our next sitting. Thank you.